hello there from Knoxville. Stumbled on this really cool repurposed quarry. They've turned into a nature center park. I'll try to get some more detail about it, but it's called Welcome to Mead's Quarry IJAMS, IJAMS Nature Center. So they've got parking, they've got some sort of trailheads, had restroom facilities. Looks like some picnic parks. It's right along the river. So my goal today is to knock out these 50. I will be alone. It is a little bit windy. It's gonna be a little hilly. And it's still not sunny out, as you can see behind me. Still, so multiple days without the sun. I could really use some sunshine. Looks like it should be a good day though. Temperatures are a lot warmer. There's 0 rain in the forecast. And I'm looking forward to this one. Ride number 33. Welcome to Tennessee. No rain. $50. Back on some gravel. Sunshine. Oh, so nice. So very nice to finish in that. I'm just gonna stand here and take it in. I was trying to sit, but it wasn't as comfortable as I thought it would be. But today was Tennessee from this park, IJAMS, and I don't know how to pronounce it. But I have seen many hikers, bikers, nature enthusiasts rolling into this place right about now. I did the ride a little bit later today, hoping for this weather, which is fantastic. After a few days of being poured on, and then the few days before that just being cold and gray, this was good. And I had high hopes for this one. When I found this map, there were a few features in it that piqued my interest. One, it was rolling, or supposed to be rolling, and there were no significant climbs that were listed in it. Nothing like yesterday's climb, right? Everything was short and punchy today. And it traversed around a river, and there was a wide range of topography when I zoomed in on the satellite maps. So it looked really good. I was very excited to come and try this one. Plus it was a bit of a lollipop. I want to say the string out was maybe 5 miles, maybe a little bit less, and then I think it went anti-clockwise. I need to look at that. I think so. Yeah, went anti-clockwise. I had to. It doesn't matter. But I got out there. It was a little, it was way more cloudy when I started, and I was concerned for a hot second about being underdressed and that the weather might turn again. And, I was in my own head. But once I got rolling, I was trying to appreciate what was there. And it was, scenery-wise, a thick forest. Would you call that a thicket? They're not really big, old-growth trees, which is, I don't know what happens. Maybe the trees just die or get cut down, or they just live short lives here. But yeah, just some little like thick though, like you couldn't see past them. So it was just roadway and a lot of trees. So you couldn't really see beyond them, and there wasn't a whole lot of development. So it was what it was. Wasn't the most exciting beginning. And I have some videos of that. And then it finally got to the part that I was super stoked about, and it was everything that I had hoped for it to be. Definitely, that section was absolutely 5 stars. Only downside, you really couldn't let it rip on any of the twisty technical descents, because it was more like a lane. You could squeeze 2 cars in this, but that would be tricky, and there was some car traffic on it. So I had to be cautious going into any of the blind curves and coming up over the crests of hills. Nobody seemed prepared to see me when I'd be out there, but the roads were just perfect. I mean, yeah, they were leg sapping pitches. You go down one, swoop through some little valley, pop back up, have to charge up over the other side of it, or just sit down and spin and get up over it. And I will admit, my legs are starting to fade a little bit. I could feel them today, and I wasn't pushing anything, right? I haven't been for the most part. And these were some leg sapping roads. But let's go back to the route. So I would definitely come and ride in Tennessee. I would definitely come and ride in Knoxville. I'm not sure that I loved the layout of some of this to get to where it was super great to ride. The lefts, the rights, there were so many turns in the first 5 miles. Just getting into a rhythm was a little off-putting, right? So it wasn't my favorite. I was already tired, right? So the last thing I needed was just a whole bunch of zigging and zagging. And some of those roads were crap. Let's just be honest. Some of those were 1-star roads. There was no shoulder. There were rumble strips on the white line, for the most part, the car drivers were cool with me. But at the same time too, I think this was the closest I came to being hit. And it would have been by a roll back car wrecker thingamabob tow truck. That guy was having no part of me on the road. So there was that. So right, yeah, just some of the transition roads were kind of crappy. Go back and see what I said about them in Rhode Island. It was very similar, right? You have to go somewhere to get somewhere, but crossing some of that, riding on some of that, just kind of, but that lane and the section that was at the far end of that balloon lollipop, oh, so good, so good. Even the two little, I was crawling up this one little steep pitch. I mean, it was really steep for, I don't know, 400, 600 meters long, right? Not overly long, but just enough. And these two little dogs just came out, and one of them, it was ferocious, but also timid at the same time, but constantly kept running toward my wheel. And I mean, I'm going 6 miles an hour, so it's not like I'm running away from a maniac dog. So a squirt of the water bottle to that guy eventually got him to go away, but at the same time, he just was fearless and would come back around some other corner. So yeah, accosted by little tiny mighty mite dog. That was hilarious. Then you come back in, and there was a section that was a long, low gradient drag with a few little pitches, but nothing that you would consider a climb, on a road surface that I don't know how to describe it other than I've been on gravel roads that were smoother. It wasn't chip seal. I don't know what it is. It's a very thick, heavy aggregate that's used in their paving, and that made the road surface very rough, very bumpy, no suppleness. So had a great time, enjoyed riding in Tennessee, but I'm going to give this ride route a 3 stars only because there are a few things that I didn't like. It was beautiful. There were some good spots, but pretty much the same thick forest, occasional cow or two, and then some rather heavy roads, both the pitchy up and down rollers, some short climbs, and then the general pavement itself. So Tennessee, thanks for the ride. Off to Asheville. Ride number 33. Holy crap. Nearly done. Knoxville, Tennessee. Super place to ride.